Alright there you lot, how you doing? I hope you're all well and dandy. Now, before we get into what you've seen in the title of this video, I've got a few things I want to show you. One, I've got the heater on, because it's a lovely day. Look, I've been cleaning up this box. You can see all that there. I've got some elbow grease and a wire brush cleaning up this old box. But I've got the heater on because it warmed it up in here a little bit. And yeah, but I was out and about this morning. Had to go and run a few errands, do a few things this morning about 5:30. And I was having a chat with my mates, my friends, on the radio, on the CB. And all of a sudden he goes, "Oh, I've lost you. I can't hear you. I can't hear him. Where's he gone?" I was like, "I don't know. I could still talk to a local chap, but that was it." And I thought to myself, this radio's acting a bit strange. Well, I looked on the roof. It's melted. Look at that. Bloody hell, like. That's what happens. Probably chatting for quite a while. You know, it's cold outside, it's -1 outside, but still, you know, the RF is electric and it generates heat. Your antennas get hot. Or warm anyway. Depends on how much power you're running. But I was only in the van, see? I was only in the van. So I weren't running any power, weren't doing anything silly like that. And yeah, when I looked up, that was screwed in the mag mount obviously, and the antenna was flat on the roof where it bent down. And I was thinking, bloody hell, that is exactly how it was, completely melted off it. Crazy, man. But everyone's going to say don't use dial and match anyway. And these are only rated to about 25 watts, but I think this one's bloody old anyway, so. There we go, my friends. But something else happened. After I was driving around, as I do, I didn't have a camera with me because I weren't really doing any rubbish picking or anything like that. But I was just driving around, and there was a woman, reasonably young, about 40-year-old, something like that, and a man bringing some stuff out of a house, and there was a stereo, hi-fi system, and bits and bobs, and they were bringing them out. So I said, "Oh, what are you doing with that? You leaving it out for the rubbish or whatever?" And they were like, "Whatever's there, take it. You know, we're getting rid of it. We're having a clear out, putting it in. If the rubbish man takes it, or if whoever wants to take it, take it." And then the woman walked out with something in her hand. Do you want to see what it is? The woman walked out with this. Yaesu 767GX. And I said, "What's the crack with this then?" She says, "I don't know, it's been in the shed." Well, she said it was in the shed, then it was in the loft for a long time. Don't know what it is, don't know how to use it. Is it some kind of stereo system? Don't know. So, I took it, obviously, because it's here. So I've got a microphone. I've got, this should work on it, hopefully. I think these come with them. I've got a couple of these, MH1 B8. And also, even better, if anything comes up on eBay, or if someone says something like a box for a radio or an instruction manual, I'll always snap them up. Usually the instruction manuals come up for radios and various different things for £2 or £3, £10 maximum, you know. And I knew I had one. There we go, look. Got an instruction manual for a 767GX. Well, I've got plenty of power leads. They take the ordinary sort of kettle lead, like this one here, that I just dug out the box. So let's go and plug it in, shall we, and see if it bloody well works. Actually, before we do, I'm going to clear off this bench and we'll have a closer look at it on the bench, I think. There we are. Got mind that wire there. I've got battery charging down there. Here we go, look. Yaesu all-mode transceiver FT767GX CAT system. 4 CPUs, internal control, CAT system, EXT control, general coverage receiver, LSB, USB, CW, AM, FM, FSK modes, 100 watt PEP RF output, CW4 break-in key, iambic, there it is, memory care, duct flow calling system, automatic antenna tuner. Oh yes. Now a little bit about these, not too much. I use for 2 meters Judging by the antenna port on the back, I think this might have 2 meters in it. But I got 736R for 2 meters, so these are relatively similar. In fact, they look quite similar. That knob's not original. It should have like a flat style knob for this, but I'm sure I could get one of those, providing the rest of the radio is all right. Bit of damage here, nothing too bad. Not sure if there would have been a silver plate on here. I think there was a silver plate supposed to go on there. Knob's not loose, VFO knob. Yeah. So that's what we got, my friends. Still got the carrying handle. A lot of time they snap off. Oh, that's not looking very clever. Look. What happens is you carry it around, they snap off, and your radio falls on the floor. Sweet. Let's have a look at the back of it. I think I saw the. I think it's got 2 meters in it. Right. What we got here then? 2 meter unit. Yes. So it's got 2 meter module in it. Got all your PTT, AF output, patch FSK, key, TX ground, RF output, ALC. You can run an amplifier with this, ground post. That's your HF antenna. Linear amp. No, it's got everything on it anyway. All seems to be in relatively good condition. A little bit dirty here and there, but that'll clean up. But the main thing is, I mean, is these people didn't have a clue what this was. Well, they said they didn't. And there's no microphone, so hopefully that means that they haven't plugged it in and tried to key up with no antenna in the back. But these have probably got some sort of protection system so that it wouldn't let it put out any power anyway. Hopefully, if they did do that. But let's plug it in. I want to plug it in to see if it works. And then if it works, we'll plug an antenna in the back and see if it even transmits. And if it transmits, well, mate, tell you what, this is HF. You know, it's got 40 meters, 20 meters, you know, and see what we got. It might even be opened up for 11 meters. If it's opened up for 11 meters, we've got cracking radio here. Let's go and plug it in and see what we got. Oh man! Right, filmed all that earlier on this morning. I've been indoors, I've had lunch, I've tidied up, done everything. Sat down to edit this video, and all the footage of when I turned it on and everything, there's no bloody sound on it, is there? I mean, you lot know, hopefully the sound's recorded now, sound it is. But when I had the camera set up, I couldn't see the screen, so I couldn't see if it was recording sound. Anyway, that's not a problem. I know that it works now. You know, spoiler. I know it works. I've talked to people on it and everything, but we'll have a look at it anyway, and we'll turn it on and I'll show you through it all, you know. But it's a shame really, because when I first turned it on, I was unbelievable. I was so happy, you know. And it's opened up to 11 meters. So my first instinct, I mean, I went to, I'll show you. Hold on, I'll show you. Right, so hopefully now it should be recording sound as well. Yeah, so basically I turned it all on. It was all good. I skipped around and I found out that it goes to 27 megs, which is the 11 meters band, you know, CB band. So I thought, blimey, so my first instinct was to call out on there to see if I can find anyone, and I did. I found a local chap, and I found 4 more local chaps, and we was having a chat for a while. So we found out that this is opened up to 11 meters, probably because whoever had it before probably went on the mid block or something like that. A 555 is pretty popular to have a listen on, or whatever you want to do. This knob here isn't genuine. I need to try and find one of these knobs. It should be like a flat style knob to flick around. But there you go, look, it all comes on nicely. For some reason it goes straight to 40 meters when you turn it on. I don't know why it goes straight to 40 meters. It goes exactly to 70. I don't know why that is. Both VFO-A and VFO-B both go to 40 meters when you turn it on. There may be a way of making it remember to go to the band and specific frequency you was last using it on. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look into that, but for some reason it goes straight there. But anyway, yeah, we've got, hopefully my hand won't get in the way too much, like my arm, but you've got bands here, 3.5 megs, 1.5 megs, 10 megs, 14 megs, which is 20 meters. 18, 21, 24, 28, which is 10 meters, but then it goes to 145, which is 2 meters. All right, I haven't got the 2 meter antenna plugged into it, so we won't be able to. I haven't tested that yet, but I'll probably plug a 2 meter antenna into it and we'll test that at some point. Yeah, so we got that. And if I go back to 28 megs. I wanted to see whether it was wide banded, so I found out that these are the channel up and down. So you can press channel down and it goes to 27 megs, which is 11 meters, which is CB band. So 27781. I mean, I could use the VFO, look like that. Well, need to go to FM really. Squelch off. That turns the squelch up. A bit strange, isn't it? Why is it doing that? Don't know why it does that. Anyway, it's an old radio. 1986 these are made. Anyway, so we're on to 27. Oh, I found a dim, by the way. That's dim off. That's dim number 1. That's dim number 2, all the way down. I like it on number 1. Anyway, 27781. 25. Oh, that's my game. Anyone out there, hello? Alright, if I make no trouble. Thanks for letting me know, mate. That cracks me up, man. Hello, anyone on there? No, there's no one on there. I'll just say thanks for letting me know there, dude. I don't know what the crack is with this meter. Why the meter's going up and down like that? Must be a dodgy spot on that squelch pot. You know, it starts to go a bit all funny just before it opens up. It's almost like it can't quite decide what it wants to do. Very bizarre. Anyway, yeah, but I basically found out that it's opened up to 27 megs. You know, it go down to the 555. It'd be quicker to use a VFO. You know, go all the way down to 555. There might be a way of selecting what you want to move, whether you want to move megahertz or kilohertz or whatever. I need to work that out, or read that manual that I bought years ago. But there's a 555. USB, squelch off. Good afternoon. Is there anyone out there on the trusty 555? Good afternoon. Anyone out there on the old trusty 555? Hello? Not getting a lot there now. But when I was on it earlier on the bit that I did film, there was I think he was Spanish or something that he was on here. And he acknowledged me, but then when we tried to move frequency, he weren't on the frequency that we moved to. And then when I come back to 555, he weren't there either. But there we go. I'm sorry that the trouble I had with it. the trouble I had with the film, because that was a good little bit that I filmed. But man, tell you what, I'm over the moon. I think that may have had a silver. I have to look up a picture, but I know for 100% fact that's not an original knob, because I've seen these radios before and they have the flat style knob, like what I've got on the 736. You know, but they're easy to change. All I've got to do is go on eBay and get a knob to put on it. I don't know what this knob is from, but very simple to do. Anyway, here we go, my friends. I also cleaned it up. I got some wet wipes on it, cleaned it all up. That was also in the bit that I filmed. I cleaned all the top of it up, cleaned in between them fins, cleaned where the fan is, because there's a fan on the back which does come on and does work. Because when I was chatting on FM, see, the thing is, I can't test 40 meters or 20 meters or nothing, because the only antenna that I've got available to plug in the back of it at the moment is an IMAX 2000, so I can only I can test 10 meters. There was nobody on 10 meters, mind you. The only people I found was on 11 meters, but it bloody works. It bloody well works, and the reports I got from people I was just chatting on 11 meters with said that the audio is great. So what I do need to do at some point is plug a power meter into it and see whether what power it's doing. Maybe it might be low on power, I don't know. But I've got a funny feeling that for whatever reason these people had this. Maybe, I don't know, maybe one of their parents at some point or whatever, and it's just been in the family, or I don't know. But they didn't know what it was, and I think probably it was perfectly working before it went into storage. You know, but as we all know, caps start to leak and things like that. But I'm not going to open this up at all. I'm not going to get it off to be repaired, to be recapped or anything, because it works. You know, bloody brilliant. Absolutely over the moon. Perfect, you know. So, yeah, that's that, my friends. I guess we'll go back to the bit that I filmed this morning now then, because I filmed a little bit after I showed you this morning. So, yeah, there we go. There may be another video coming up on this. Maybe. I'm going to read the manual, and I'll probably use this in the future to make some contacts. I might plug the wire into it and use it on 40 meters and 20 meters and see what the crack is with that, see how it's all going on, so see if it works. I'll probably plug a 2 meter antenna into it and talk 2 meters as well. But there we go. Lovely jubbly. Right, you lot, back to the bit that I filmed this morning. Well, my friends, I tell you what, I'm just blown away and over. Well, I don't know what to say about that. That is incredible, you know. But there we go. I love saving old stuff like that. Saving old, doesn't matter what it is. If it's an old something, that's why I've got so much stuff. If it's old, I'd love to save it. I mean, they're putting out a few hi-fi systems and things, but they were newer ones and not interested in that. I saved that old 1980s one, didn't I? And was it a Philips or something? Do you remember I done that one when I found that in the box? It was in the original bloody box and everything, in the bush. You know, and it's only because if it was a newer one, I probably would have. I might still have picked it up and then go and sold it, but I thought that's bloody old, you know, from the 80s or so. And it's not old in people wise. What would you be if he was born in the 80s? 30 or 40 years old? No, you'd be 40 something, wouldn't you? 35, something like that. So if it's old, I'll save it. Simple as that. But I'm well pleased with that. Over the moon. Now, it's a shame I didn't have a camera with me at the time when I was there, because I could have. Well, I could have. I said, look, I could have filmed where I got it from and all that, but it wasn't until I got home. Anyway, thanks for watching, you lot. I'm gonna have to go out and do some more out now. Kind of. Some of you may have noticed I haven't been out and about doing any of the rubbish picking. It's not because I've sort of lost interest in it or whatever. I just ain't really had time, but I sort of ain't had the inspiration, because I was driving round and I weren't really finding a lot. I used to find a lot. And then I weren't really finding much, so no vacuum cleaners and things, which is good. I'm not saying there should be rubbish out there to pick up, because it's good that there's none. But there's still loads of fly tipping, but it was all just crap, when it was all just rubbish, like plasterboard and shit like that. So I think I'm probably going to end up going out in the mornings again and trying to see what I can find. I might even go during the day, man, because that's given me the proper inspiration to go and start doing it all over again. Anyway, I'll catch you later, you lot. Thanks for watching. And see what the next brings. Oh yeah, there's going to be. I'm going to finish off that lawnmower at some point. That Mountfield 2-stroke lawnmower. That's going to come up at some point. Anyway, catch you later, you lot. Take care.